Another option is to apply a timed gate, which lends itself well to longer scrolling content. This enables your user to view the entire experience for a specific amount of time before a form pops up asking them for information. The content we will use in this lesson isn't hugely important, so feel free to load up a template or an existing experience into the studio. Let's start off by designing our form. In this case, we're simply going to draw a large rectangle shape to cover the entire canvas. And then we change the color to black and lower the opacity to about 80% so we can still see a bit of the experience through it. Then we can draw out a simple white rectangle to contain our form. Be sure to draw each of these in the top viewport area. Now we can grab one of our HubSpot or Marketo forms, add it to the canvas, and center it in our white box. To keep ourselves organized, let's select all three of these objects and group them together. If you haven't already done so, ensure this group sits on top of the others in your Layers panel. To ensure the form is visible, no matter where the user is scrolling on the canvas, let's go ahead and pin the group in place on the canvas. Since we don't want this to show immediately, let's go ahead and turn off the visibility of the form group. To get the form to show in the first place, we are going to use a combination of a hidden hotspot with an on-view trigger. The placement of this hotspot isn't hugely important, so let's draw it somewhere towards the top of the experience. With the hotspot selected, let's navigate to the Interact tab and apply an on-view trigger with a show action and the form group as the target. Additionally, we'll give this a time delay of 10 seconds in this case, although you would probably use a longer delay on a real example. The last thing we need to do is set up our form interaction for after a user submits. Select the form objects and apply a hide action with the form group and form hotspot as the target. And that's it. Taking a look at our preview, you can see after a few seconds, the form will pop up in the center of the page. This will prevent our viewer from seeing the rest of the experience until they've filled out and submitted the form. Although we've only covered two different gating options here, there are almost limitless ways to gate your content. If you have any questions on gating your content, feel free to reach out in the chat widget and our support team will be happy to help.